Starting tonight, Browns Island and the surrounding area will come alive with the sound of music for the 13th annual Richmond Folk Festival, and the festival is also about food. Tina Ingram Murphy is taking part in this weekend's Folk Festival. She's here to show us how to make her cornbread and talk a little bit about her family and how this all works together. First of all, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me this morning.
You're very welcome. You are the youngest daughter, I believe, of Miss Maggie Ingram.
I am. I'm the baby of the family, as a matter of fact.
And the baby goes into the kitchen and cooks for everybody, right?
Exactly. That's kind of how it turned out.
Now, at the festival, I understand you serve up not just one little thing. You have like a whole family meal that you serve up at the festival.
Correct. It's supper with the Ingrams. So we, not only do you have cornbread, there'll be turkey and mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes, and candied carrots and macaroni and cheese, the whole 9 yards, the apples, the cakes, the pies, you name it. It's a full supper with the Ingrams. It's like when we all get in the kitchen and get together, it just turns out that soul type supper where we just have everything on the table.
Oh, there's going to be a line at your tent. I can see that now.
It was last year, surprisingly.
And that's the way to do it. And I understand too that there's going to be music. Maybe the Ingramettes might stop by. I think they're going to be at the festival this weekend as well.
They will be, while I'm demonstrating and cooking, they'll be singing, or will be singing, just as we did when we were at home.
How did you find your talent in the kitchen?
Well, when I used to sing with the group, and when I had to step away to take care of husband, family, there were some illness problems. I just always wanted to be able to just come home and cook, because traveling on the road can be hectic. And so I just started. There were a lot of, my mom, first of all, gave us, those recipes where it wasn't you take 2 cups of this and that. It was like you put it in and that looks good.
You had to pay attention.
So you had to pay attention. And then there were some mothers of my church, things that I saw and I liked. I was like, I want to be able to cook that. And they just took the time to show me. So it was just, I've just now continued that on. And now even my children, my daughter Renee is here with me in the studio, but my children now have taken on that tradition of, okay, let's see what you're doing in the kitchen. And they've taken over the cooking. Renee will be there cooking with me. She'll do the macaroni and cheese.
What a wonderful family thing to do. Well, I want to be part of your family today. Show me how to make this cornbread.
Okay, this cornbread is very simple. What we start with is we do a cup of cornmeal.
And you do have measurements.
It took me a minute to put this together, because normally I'm cooking for 30 to 40 people at one time, because when the family comes in on Sunday, you've got the Ingrams, their children, their grandchildren, my children, so I don't normally cook small portions.
Right, so you had to scope it down for us.
I really did. So to serve maybe 12 people.
Okay.
1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour. There's nothing instant here. A teaspoon of salt.
And is this an old family recipe?
It is. It's just how Mama did it. And then I tweaked it a little to add cream corn in it, because I like the taste of it better. It kept the cornbread moister.
Right. So and gives it a little texture too.
Exactly. And then 3½ teaspoons of baking powder, and 2/3 cup of sugar. And I like sugar in the raw, because it gives it a nicer, richer texture like that when it comes out.
That's not brown sugar, that's sugar in the raw.
That is sugar in the raw, that's raw sugar. If you prefer the granulated, okay. I like the taste of the sugar in the raw better. The trick is, if you want it to taste like mine, you gotta do it like me. So now the next thing you do is mix all the dry ingredients together so that it all has a smooth texture and nothing comes out lumpy.
Yeah, no box mix for the family.
No box mix for the family, not at all. Nope.
What's it like being out there serving for all the folks who come to the Folk Festival? They're expecting about 200,000 people.
Oh my God.
You got enough for 12? Well, is not going to do it.
It's going to be more than a serving for 12. And we're just excited. And what we did last year, we just served until the people stopped. We took what we had, and the Lord seemed like He multiplied it. Because what we had, we really were expecting maybe 100. And from what I'm told, by the time they stopped counting, it was over 600 people that we fed.
Wow. Well, let's finish with the wet ingredients here.
All right, now, set that aside. Let's add the wet ingredients. You add 1 egg, 1/3 cup of oil.
And what are we going to set our oven at while we're doing this? Because preheating is so important.
Exactly, and thank you. We preheat our oven to 350 degrees, and so then now we've added our oil, we've added our egg. I'll put that in to make sure.
You cook like I do. Gotta get every little bit out.
Every little bit out, especially if I had to measure this.
Right.
Then 1 cup of milk.
You using whole milk?
I'm using 2% milk.
Okay.
If skim milk, depending on what you prefer, some people are lactose intolerant, so if you want to use almond milk or soy.
And we got our cream corn that goes in there.
And then you got the cup of cream corn, and that's the magic of it all, because that keeps the cornbread from drying out.
As you said, the moisture.
Exactly. You stir all that together, and then you fold it into, see like that, Cheryl?
And I see you have a 13 by 9 pan.
Exactly.
And do you want to put some oil in that to get it ready to go?
I went ahead and I put oil in the pan. Ahead of time.
And if I remember correctly, you just want to mix cornbread until it's just mixed, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
And I think we're just mixed here.
And just pour it on in.
And we're going to be nice, and you're nice enough to give us the recipe, so we're going to put this up on our website for folks to enjoy.
Sure thing.
And so where are you guys going to be at the Folk Festival tomorrow, do you know?
We're going to be at the Folk Life Stage.
Okay. So music.
And that's on Sunday. We're going to be on Sunday. And I'll be there, I believe my slot where I do the demonstration is between 1:30 and 2:15. But then after that, we serve, right after that, the supper until the Ingrams come on to close out at 4:30.
And this is going to bake for how long?
This is going to bake for 35 minutes, depending on your stove. Check it after 30 minutes to make sure, and then you know it's done when you can take a butter knife, stick it in the middle, it comes out clean, it's done.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to go get in line out at Browns Island so I can be ready on Sunday.
Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing everyone.
Thank you. Enjoy great food, music, and family fun at the Richmond Folk Festival. It begins at 6 o'clock tonight with music on 5 stages through Sunday, downtown and around Browns Island. We'll post a link on our show website by early this afternoon. A big thanks to Christina Tina Ingram Murphy for joining us today.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.